the whiskey? Why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate that when you look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm the problem, you might be the reason. Ooh. If I'm the problem, you might be the reason. Oh, I'm picking that up hard. I'm picking up like, oh yeah, I was a bitch. Oh yeah, what does that mean? Oh yeah, I was a bitch to you. But did you tell him about how I was nice? And then I was nicer than nice, and then I was nicer than nice. And like, I'm picking up a little piece of the video that I did yesterday on Facebook where I was talking about like, people were like, you should just forgive your ex-husband. And then I was just like, I forgave him after this. And then 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 I forgave him after this. And it was just like, and for fucking 20 years, I forgave him for all these little things. And then I finally hit a point going, no, bitch. I am never letting you in my energy again. I do not forgive you. I do not talk to you. I do not deal with you in any way, shape, or form. Our kids are grown enough to have their own phones, and there's no reason that I should ever have to talk to you or entertain you in my energy again. And people were like, oh, I can't believe she wouldn't take a picture with her baby daddy at the graduate. No. No. Get your ass out of my carts. You know, it's that type of energy. It's just like, and now yours, this I don't getting is not that serious. You might not have known this person that long, but you might have like been in similar situations. Whatever. If I'm the problem, you might be the reason. I'm getting the big energy. It's like, yeah, I acted crazy. Yeah. I was a bitch. Yeah. I blocked them. Yeah. I did this. Yeah. And it's just like, well, yeah, I blocked them. I asked them to do a simple thing, and every boundary and every line I drew for them, I was like, hey, it's like, I get Medea. It's just like, the people that are leaves and people that are branches and people are the roots of the tree. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's really good. Do the Medea tree speech. He's like, some people are leaves on the tree. The wind blows are over here, the wind blows are over there. They're there to take from the tree and give shade every now and then. Some people are like, the branches of the tree, you got to be careful. You step out on them, they'll break, leave you high and dry. All you need is your roots, right? I'm just getting the energy of somebody who, yeah, it was like, if you tell somebody, hey, I don't like this thing you're doing, and if you're gonna keep doing it, then we can't be friends. And that person was just like, I do what I do what I do, and if you don't like how I do what I do, then I just guess we won't be friends. And then you block them, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe somebody blocked me. This is the energy I'm getting. Oh my god, some of these people are ridiculous. And I get the energy, and this is what I picked up before. I picked up that air mattress Ashley energy. Look, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look, men aren't the only ones that could be homosexuals. And I'm getting the energy, oh my god, yeah, I'm getting the energy strong of a homosexual. This is someone who comes in, they love bomb, they talk a big game, they future cast, they say they can do this, they say they can do that, they say they can, like, oh, I was a good mom, and just bad circumstances happened, and da-da-da-da-da. And shit happens, y'all. Shit happens. It does. We all go through some shit. And sometimes it ain't through no fault of our own. But this bitch sabotages her own life, and she's a homosexual, and she bounces from person to person, sleeping on couches, air mattresses, just trying to get her foot in the door. Once she's in, you can't get him out. You guys know who I'm talking about. I've had him come into my house, sleep on my couch, and try to sleep with my husband to try to, like, I guess, I don't know, destiny swap. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. It's funny because I have in my life actually watched people destiny swap with me, and I am so grateful that they took that timeline off my hands. And be like, oh yeah, you wanted it, you wanted them so bad. You wanted them so bad. You wanted my life so bad. You thought you could be me. That's some funny shit. That's some funny shit. Bitch, you can't be me. You can't be me. I get the strong energy of what witch bitch summer, baby. It's gonna be a witch bitch summer for a lot of us. Forget hot girl summer, man. This is witch bitch summer. What we do is spiritual shit over here. It's like, you're not hunting demons, you're hallucinating because you're on fucking meth and you haven't slept for a month. When I don't sleep for a few days, it's because I'm legitimately going through something spiritual. Like, see, that's why I miss, like, my people down in Port Royal, and I miss Susan from the Zen Den, because Susan had very similar experiences to me. Her and her husband, they didn't sleep in the same room because she had sleepwalking disorders and things like that too, where she'd wake up and walk around her room and talk to things at night, you know. And understandably so. It wasn't so much that it freaked her husband out. It's just like, what? Well, it's hard to get a good night's sleep when periodically during full moons, your wife wakes up at 3 a.m. and has an in-depth metaphysical conversation with an entity that in a room that I cannot see. Stuff just be messing around like that. 7-Eleven 10. Someone could live near a 7-Eleven. That's random. I haven't even seen a 7-Eleven in years. I didn't know that was a strictly Upper East Coast thing. I don't know. Is it just Upper East Coast? Is only the Upper East Coast have 7-Elevens? Y'all let me know. We got Mars here on top. Big Aries energy. Leo energy. Fire sign energy. Yeah, there's Aries there in the middle. Aries in the middle with Saturn. Aries is stirring some shit up right now. Mercury messages, Taurus, stubborn, Capricorn, old age wisdom, Pisces, old age wisdom there as well. Who's on the bottom? The Lovers, Gemini, North Node. North Node 6. There's a rite of passage happening right now. There is fiery communication that's coming in. It's exposing lies, it's ending cycles, it's manifesting a new timeline. Get the energy of Archangel Michael, get the song, I'll burn this bitch down. Someone's like ready to burn the whole town down. Be like, what? This person could be dealing with someone saying this kind of stuff to them. This person was so stubborn and so set in their ways, and they were just trying to, I get not like boldface lie, but manipulate. And like, everybody's looking at them now like, dude. Like, the people who know them are like, dude, what were you trying to do? I get the energy of they told you. They told you right off the rip they were not like these other ones that you were talking to or these other ones that were around. What are they doing at the bottom of the hill? I've been hearing machinery down there nonstop for 2 days. But it's been wet and I haven't wanted to go down there. I don't know what they're doing down there. They have this little spot by the creek where they like to dump stuff and then they burn it and then they push it into the creek. Rednecks, y'all. They just do redneck shit around here. You never know. I got waves. Someone's making waves. Someone's taking flight. This is a masculine energy here. Some secret. Someone's trying to be secret. Trying to keep a secret, I think. Or they were trying to keep a secret. I don't know what's going on, but there was waves. Someone's taking flight. It's a masculine. You got the moon here. Go with our everyday tarot to start. What's going on the 3D here? 3D is usually where the waves are being made. Could be something about this full moon coming up. I'm picking up a strong full moon energy. Picking up, grab these. Not you. Can't use you guys a lot. I know you want to talk more, but your deck is like 150 years old, and it's going to fall apart if I keep using it. So you guys got to keep your messages. Besides, not everybody enjoys your messages. I have mostly females on my page, and you guys are very masculine, and you're very smart-assy. I love y'all. I do. What do we got? 7 of Cups. Sipping from every cup is how you get poisoned. Death. This person could have gotten some serious stuff here. Death and rebirth. Someone's either learned a hard lesson or they got burned, and that's how they're learning their lesson. They might have picked up something they can't put down, y'all. I don't know. Let's get into it. I always feel bad for people who do that. What? Especially if it's something that could kill you. That's some rough shit there. Lake stillness. Someone is being guided to sit still. Be still. Be still. Be still, baby. Just be still. Be calm. The lake stillness card is all about how you cannot properly see your own reflection if the waters are all turbulent, right? If there's waves in the water, if there's ripples in the water, then you cannot see your own reflection clearly. I'm getting Mulan. When will my reflection... When will I match my I don't know the song. I can't think of it off the top of my head right this second. But I'm just getting this energy of the reason that your reflection's not matching what you see is because you're in a turbulent energy. And there's an energy of be still, be calm, be still. Get control over your emotions. I know it's not easy all the time. I know we got hormones and all that other good jazz, and it's not an easy time, but I just get the energy of, like, be still, waiting for calmer waters. Someone's waiting for calmer waters, so the energy on this, too, is it's like, what, they could see, like, they could want to approach, but you're so damn fiery, it's like, oh my God, you're going to burn it down. I deal with that, too. I'm a triple fire sign, y'all. Sun, moon, rising. Sun, Aries, rising, Leo, moon, Sagittarius. And one of my favorite sayings is I'm just trying to get through this world without burning everything that I touch. I don't mean to. It's what I came to do. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's funny. Because, like, with my exes, I have, like, say, 95% of my exes are still on my Facebook. They still love me to death. I could still talk to them anytime. I could probably go visit them if I wanted to and nobody would say anything, right? I'm still good friends with most of them. The only ones that I'm not friends with that hate my guts, the only reason I'm not friends with them and they hate my guts is because I know their dirty secrets. And that's all there is to it. I got fated to suffer. I got the energy of somebody trying to poison the divine feminine and somebody trying to cast negative energy. I get the energy of a shit witch with this. It doesn't have to be an older female. Like I said, this could be the air mattress Ashley, right? And it's like they're trying to take down the feminine, but they don't realize in the fated to suffer card, it's all about kind of like the story of Snow White or even Sleeping Beauty. And it's like, what? In the end, the more she tried to take down Snow White, she did what? She turned herself hideous. Like, she turned herself hideous so that she could be the most beautiful in the land. Make it make sense. The only person who was ever fated to suffer were the evil shit witches. They're fated to suffer. Why? Because they spend all their energy manifesting and projecting negative energy. And I say this to everyone. I really, really am a firm believer of this. You want to see things in your life change. Start blessing your friends and stop hexing your enemies. Stop focusing on negative energy and you will stop attracting it to you. All the way? No, but you can stop it from affecting you so much for sure. Even Snow White and her naivety. What, she still won in the end. Why? Because authentic energy is going to win out in the end every time. I'm getting got death and rebirth again, right? King of Cups. Someone's having a rebirth. They're having to come out as, they're coming out now as the King of Cups. I'm getting the energy. This is so random. I've seen this before. The boats with those two towers. Passage. I've seen, and that one card has two boats in it too. I had a dream a long time ago. And we were coming up, we were in two boats, and the water was like real crazy, and it was like kind of like a water world type thing. And we were in like two like canoe type boats. And they were towards the back of theirs, and I was towards the front of mine. We were like holding on to the sides of each other's boats, and we were holding them together, and we were going through this passage. Right? So now I've got the two boats, that passage. I got the two boats here again. Get two boats crossing in the night. Heading towards the Four of Wands, the Empress, the Queen of Swords, the World. Look at that tower too. Right? And that's not a tower card. That's a Four of Wands. Someone's journeying to a tower. Someone might see you as kind of like, the princess in the tower. Empress energy, pomegranate, Persephone. I'm picking up really strong Persephone energy. The World. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups. Somebody sees this divine time, they're like, how could you have gone through so much and you still radiate this energy? It makes somebody very bitter and jealous that, like, you can still energetically project so much positivity. Right, and you had that Seven of Cups before. I like how she's, like, holding the cup with the rainbow. What is she? See, that's not on the card. That's something that got on the card, and it almost makes it look like she's crying or teared up. I get these two are definitely at a distance. They're like 3 lines apart on my table here. I almost get the energy that these two are the two tower. Whatever union's coming into play here through all this craziness. Let's put you back up there. And look. That Queen of Cups is carrying that really strong Persephone energy. It's like, what? She's the queen of hell, but what? She brings flowers. She's also the goddess of spring. This duality energy. Love with the Prince of Darkness. There's a tower. Someone's being, like, I get Air Mattress Ashley. Someone's being casted out of a tower. Crown's being knocked off her head. It was never hers. King of Pentacles reversed. There's a masculine here. It might not even be your masculine. It could be another masculine. Something's falling apart for this person. This Air Mattress Ashley energy. What? Everything's falling apart for her. I'm getting that nobody wants to give her money anymore. Nobody wants to give her a place to stay. It's like, no, man, I'm not letting you stay at my house. And this could be someone, and I've said this too when they run into somebody who's like this. I've seen it so many times, and I try to tell the people that are trying to help. They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Why did you even let them in your house?" Oh, well, they had nowhere to go. They were walking. They were sleeping on the street. I felt so bad for them. Their own family. Their own family won't help them. Their own family won't talk to them. Me and my family have had some rough times, and we've gone through some shit. And what, I ain't perfect, and they ain't perfect. And we've done some shit back and forth. And even me and Looney Luna, we've done some shit to each other in the past, and we've had to get through, get past it, whatever. We've had some fights. Never had a blocked energy from my family. Never had a blocked energy from Luna. This person has been blocked out of their family's lives. Like, their own mother won't even let them stay with them. And this person's like, I couldn't imagine my own mother not letting me stay with them. I'm like, I couldn't imagine my child doing something clearly so bad or acting so bad that I had to. I'm getting like the Basketball Diaries, right? Where Meryl Streep is on one side of the door and he's on the other side of the door and he's begging to come in. As soon as she says no, he starts flipping out, and she knows what he wants. And she knows she's not supposed to enable him. And she's like holding that $20 on the other side of the door, and she's crying her eyes out, and eventually she just slides the 20 under the door to get him to go away. That's the energy I'm picking up from this person. It's like this person just has burned so many bridges, and they're getting ready. Another one's getting ready to be burnt here. They're not fooling anybody anymore. They're not fooling anybody anymore. Baby doll, go do something with yourself. Get breakfast as soon as Mama comes in from going potty. Any more on the 3D? The devil reversed. The illusions are being broken. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Something has turned. The wheel has turned. Perspectives have shifted. Someone is walking away from that toxic ass energy to start something new. 40. What are they getting ready to get into? King of Pentacles. Someone's coming in to show that they are in charge of a situation. Someone, I get man up. I get Mulan again. I'll make a man out of you. I get a divine feminine who acted in a masculine energy and showed a man how to act like a man. Hell, man, Jew. I get the energy of that one scene where everybody's like trying to climb that thing with the weights on their arms, and then she walks up and swings the weights and they wrap around the back, and then she uses them to actually wait and pull herself up to the top. And he comes out and he looks up and she's just sitting on the top of the pole holding the weights like, what? What? Oh, you didn't think I could do it. Okay. You didn't know. You thought because I was smaller, because I was skinnier, because I couldn't lift as much, because I couldn't do as much. Angles and leverages, baby. Angles and leverages. Oh, man, I used to say that all the time. Because I have a broken back. Like, y'all have been following me for a while. I know these stories already. But I was in 3 major car accidents when I was in my 20s. One when I was 18, 23, and 27. Right around the time I had my kids. No, so it would have been, I had my kids 23, so it would have been 25 and probably closer to 28. But yeah, there's just this energy of, like, my back is busted, my neck is busted, and, like, my husband's would come home from work, and I had to, like, rearrange the furniture, and they're like, how the hell did you rearrange the furniture? I'm like, I sat on the floor, I put my hips up to the edge of the couch, and I pushed with my legs. Olga and Helga got me, baby. My thunder thighs be pushing some weight. On them power squats because I can't bend. Right? And it's just the energy of like angles and leverages. It's like what? You weren't looking at it at the right angle. Angles and leverages. You can make things easier. Work smarter, not harder. You overcomplicated something. It didn't have to be that hard. Someone might have like I don't know. Someone made things way more complicated, way more difficult than they had to be. This King of Pentacles is out in the cold now. They're realizing that they have this devil energy attached to them. I get this is the 40s, so they realize. Well, you gotta let me talk about it, y'all. I'm going to. This is a hard epiphany for them. They've been in a toxic energy for a while, and they felt very much in control by being in this manipulative, toxic energy. But now they're realizing that it's toxic energy, and it's why they're all alone. Is a rite of passage for them, right? The continual failure is what it is. It's like what? They keep manifesting this circle, and they feel very in control because they're being very manipulative, right? They're saying they're playing games, they're getting people to chase them, they're doing that avoidant weird crap that they teach on the pickup channels, and it's like they keep doing this circle, and they keep losing, and they realize they're the ones that's manifesting their own ruin over and over again. You tired of being known as the person who just does that? They don't want to. They want to change. The universe is turning. They want the Ten of Cups. They're tired of being in the Ten of Swords energy. They want the Ten of Cups. But you can't get the Ten of Cups in an inauthentic energy. And how many times we have to go over this on tarot channels or on spiritual channels is you can't get to the Ten of Cups until you hit the Nine of Cups. The tarot, maybe I should do it again. I haven't done it in a long time. I need to do the video where I do the tarot decks and the major arcana, where I start with all the decks at aces, major arcana at 1, and then you go through it. And if you go through it like that, it literally plays out what the awakening journey is like. That the tarot is the awakening journey. The major arcanas are all the major shifts you will go through in order to have your awakening. You cannot skip one. You got to go ace to king. You have to evolve through all the steps. Well, that means you got to get through, the Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. That's all very conflicted energy. That's sad energy. That's like hanging on to the past energy. You got to get past the fives to get to the sixes, which is what? Victory. The rite of passage. What is that? Six of Wands, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, remembering who you are. Six of Pentacles, building new foundations. You got to get through the fives to get to the sixes. When you get to the sixes, what happens? Then you get to the sevens. What's the sevens are all about? Seven of Wands, conflicts, crabs in the bucket. Seven of Swords, lies, deceit. Seven of Cups, drinking from every cup offered to you is how you get poisoned. Listen, Seven of Pentacles, you reap what you sow. Got to get through that to get to the eights. What are the eights? Walking away from gossip. Drawing in new possibilities. Someone knocking on my door. Hey, hush! No, that's just somebody scratching. You gotta go through it. And you gotta go through the eights to get to the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Happy. In your own light. In your own energy. Nine of Cups, the person sitting alone, right? Nine of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Drawing to you. Manifesting to you. Receiving. Being open to receive what your good things you're drawing to you. Nine of Swords. It's a lot of anxiety with that. With that much good coming in, a lot of us have that. You can't be scared of that other shoe to drop. You got to be open to receive. But who am I missing? Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. Swords, Wands. Defensive energy. Yeah, protecting what you have. Holding solid key boundaries. Then you can get to the Ten of Cups. Then you'll either get to the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Swords, depending on how you acted. Depending on what seeds you sowed, what you reaped, right? And you will do this. It happens over and over again. All right. That makes sense to anybody? Did that help anybody? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Right? I got Stop now. It's probably just a possum or Bellatrix. She's on the porch. Wealth, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Oh, I bet you that money, that's what it is. She's at the door. She's the one who's knocking on the door. Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Hangman. This person wants the Ten of Pentacles with this Queen of Wands. She's fiery. She makes them super, super nervous. They're the Hangman. They don't know what to do about it. What? This Prince of Cups has watched this person go through a rebirth, and now they're in a High Priestess energy. Stop! Hold on, let me go let her sister in. She's going to cry for that kitten until I let her back in the house. Are you happy now? Contrary to what you think and what she thinks, she's not a puppy. She is a cat. She's not your puppy. Yeah, no, just because she's black like you and you've known her since she was a baby doesn't make her your baby. But she loves her. Yeah, I know, you loves her. Lilith and Bellatrix, man. Dude. So one day, I got my kitchen counter over here. And I'll do a tour of my house but I feel like my house is cleaner. I got stuff all over the place. I've been canning and whatnot. Anyway, I let her in. She comes running down the hallway. The cat's on the counter. The cat actually jumped off the counter, rode the dog, jumped off on the back of this chair when it was over there, spun around, and shot off the couch, and they both landed on the other couch at the same damn time. They're a funny pair. All right, we got a High Priestess, King of Wands. Come on, let me be your motivation. You're motivating. This High Priestess has motivated someone. They've watched you rise. Rise you like a phoenix. Right? And yeah, you're inspiring them. They're getting up the strength to get over this wall of fire. I get a wall of fiery energy. Be like, what? Fire signs. So if you didn't poke at the fire, you wouldn't get burned. Why don't I get Katie Musgrave? Is it Katie Musgraves? What's her name? Mind your own biscuits. Burn your own damn finger poking someone else's fire. Your grass ain't gonna get any greener by pissing in my yard. Putting salt in my sugar ain't gonna make yours any sweeter. Mind your own biscuits and life would be gravy. Putting salt in my sugar won't make yours any sweeter. Pissing in my yard ain't gonna make yours any greener. And I wouldn't know about the rocks in your shoes. You just do you, honey. And I'll just do me, honey, and you just do you. Sorry about terrible singing. Hi, this is Bellatrix. I'm a bad girl. Lilith, my other bad girl. Mama Bean's outside. Alright, 5D. What's going on the 5D? What's some 5D messages for my collective this morning? Yeah? Rain not expected to end till this afternoon. Man, y'all, I slept so hard. It's been raining since last night. Baby doll, you're spinning my chair around and causing problems. Someone's coming in. They're getting messages hardcore from the 5D that you better get your ass over there. What? Enough of this sneaking, stalking. What? Time to make a decision. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want her? What? Well, this person's not going to drop their boundaries. They're not going to give up. They're not going to lower their standards, and they're not. And the thing is, it's like, dude, they're mirroring you. What? You're not lowering your standards. You don't want to lower your standards. You don't want to let people into your life. You don't want to do this. You don't. The reason that you've been acting so superficial for years is the same reason that she's not letting you come into her life with a superficial energy. Does that make sense? Do I look like I was struck by lightning? Good Lord. Brush your curls. What happens when you brush your curls? This is what happens. This is what happens, y'all. Just poof, poof. It's cards of coffee. I haven't done my hair yet. Leave me alone. I'm up here with no makeup on. No makeup, no filter. That was my whole thing. Life unfiltered, y'all. Fucked up teeth. This is how it is, man. I go back in July. Okay, the sun reversed here. Something's not out in the light yet. Let me clarify on that. Reverse sun energy here. There's definitely, like I said, there's a crabs in the bucket type of energy. That's what's not really being illuminated right now. I get like, they might feel like the feminine's in darkness right now. She's not. She's just holding her own boundaries. This person wants to come in desperately. There's people actively in the way, actively trying to stop this. And this person might not even realize it. Like, I get like what they're trying. It could be other friends giving them bad advice on purpose because they want a shot. This could be other feminines that are like causing issues. And I almost get the energy is like some feminines only want the masculine because he wants the feminine. Does that make sense? It makes no sense to me. People are funny like that. It's like sometimes nobody will want this person. Nobody will want anything to do with this person. And as soon as the divine feminine comes in, it's just like, you know what? I think they're cute. I think they got potential. Then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you know what? I never thought about it before, but yeah, I really do. Who's had friends like that before in their life? Who's had that friend who, for whatever reason, seems to date anybody that you've had a crush on? We've all had them. We've all had that hater. We've all known that hater. Most of us knew him in high school, right? Ace of Pentacles, there's a new seed being planted here too. Knight of Wands, I get like what's funny is this Knight of Wands seems like it really goes with this type of energy here. Because she's got 3 wands, but it almost feels like there's a 4th one to the other side of her that you just can't see. Right? She doesn't see whatever it is coming. It's like these, I get an energy of like, okay, so for every person who's like, and I get like a divided town type of energy or a divided group type of energy, or 2 groups that all like know each other, and one group is the pottery goblin hater group. This is the toxic group. This is the group that sleeps around, and then this is the group of like the happily married people, the people that are like, you know, they do like normal shit, backyard barbecues, Super Bowl parties, things like that. Like they're hanging out, they're just having a good time, not toxic energy, right? Everybody can hang along. Nobody's sleeping with each other's wives or anything else like that. Unlike these little meth heads, crackheads over here that are all like sleeping with each other and scamming each other and stealing from each other. And like they're pretending to be normal, but they are far from it because we can all see them all the time, right? And they think they look normal. It's like, dude, you know, like I don't. That's my biggest thing with the damn drug addicts. It's like what we can all see you're on drugs. We can see it. Yeah, silly rabbit. The feminine doesn't see it coming, though. The feminine doesn't see it coming. I get like she's making her own plans in this one. She's got her own plans, her own dreams. She's like, what, you know, if you need to find me, I'll be in a van by the lake. Used to be a threat. Now it's something that some of us aspire to, right? What's going to happen when he comes in? I want to know. What is the most likely outcome? Too many. If this masculine decides to come in. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Whoever comes in, they got to be genuine. They got to be authentic. I get like, you better recognize the intelligence level of what you're dealing with here. Like, if you're humble and you're kind and you're genuine and you're authentic and you genuinely take a vulnerable fool's leap, there's the Ten of Cups. The Empress will do what the Empress does. She'll recognize authentic energy. It has to be authentic energy, though. If you come in with anything less than true, genuine, authentic energy, it's not going to work. King of Pentacles, super, super nervous. People are trying to help him. He's like, I want to be a good King of Pentacles. They're like, well, you kind of got to, like, stop doing some of this stuff. Hermit energy. This feminine could really, like, the hermit energy could be getting a bit toxic. I get that Eight of Swords. It's becoming a self-imprisonment. I get that's how this masculine feels, like you self-imprisoned yourself. And they're like, why? Why would you self-imprison yourself? You're so fucking amazing. Like, if you were to just step out, like, the whole world would love you. And it's just like, I get the energy. It's like, I don't want the whole world to love me. Yeah, just want one fucking person to not be an asshole to me. Death and rebirth of perspectives here. Someone's inspired. They're going to try to put on a show. Try to put on a show. Don't put on a show. If you do, but just make sure it's authentic. You want to come in with a happy, light-hearted energy, but don't be inauthentic. Don't be fake. And definitely don't try to be hard. They've heard enough. They've heard what they need to hear. They're going to be coming in. They're going to be coming in. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all. I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.